Hello big beautiful world. Today we're taking off out of Catalina Airport, KAVX. This is the payware version. I treated myself. When we land, if I land decently enough, we'll go for a wander and have a squeeze at all the pretty people over yonder. But for now we're taking off in this puppy. This is the Milviz Corsair. It's been around for a couple of years. It's utterly gorgeous, utterly terrifying. It is, as they say in the trade, study wear level or study level. And check the wear and tear on this puppy. So, it was out in the atolls a little too long, fighting a little too hard in the Pacific, obviously. But it is an amazing bit of kit. This is a super cool aircraft. Now, just going to open the cockpit. Don't know what the donk's going to sound like when we start it up. I remember it being a beast. Anyway, shut me up and we'll get up in the air, where I'm going to have some good news, hopefully. Alright, so first thing we want to do is get some oil out of the sump and around the crank. So we give it a couple of pull throughs, make sure it's got some oil there. Oh, we should have actually checked that the mags are off. Yep, mags are off. So this is a full cold and dark. Hopefully I won't kill the engine. It's a not a temperamental beastie, but it's a thoroughbred. Alright, so now theoretically we've got some oil in there. Got to check, got to check. Oh yeah, we better give ourselves some, okay, so we're going to give ourselves some elevator trim. We are going to give ourselves some rudder trim. Bit of positive. Going to give it 3 because this thing kicks like a mule from memory. Onto the reserve. We want to open up the flaps. Might only be able to do that under power. So we've got our fuel. We've got our tail well. Is that locked or unlocked? We want it unlocked. We have our fuel. We have, let's get the mags on, eh?
Clear prop.
Alright, so this is my rough as guts traditional fly it like you nicked it routine. Master on, instruments on. Don't want the radio on. Don't really need the dilution on, I don't think. You know what? I can run with that. I can run with that. Okay, on. Fuses, UHF radio. Defrost, pitot. Cockpit lights on. Yeah, we'll run those on anyway. Chart on. Alright, we're going to give it the noisy fuel. Alright, we'll leave that until we're up in the air. Might even turn it up a bit. Run the primer on for 5 seconds or so from memory. 3, 4, 5. And let's see if we can start this beastie, yeah? Yeah, I might have to give her a bit of a crack of juice. Loving it. We've got, there we go. Alright, beautiful. The sounds of business. Let her run up to the T's and C's, get her looking good, and we'll get her up in the air. I don't want to hang around on the ground too long. It's only a quick flight. Really have a squeeze over Avalon, the major town or major city over here town, I guess, really. Playboy's paradise, you know, playground for the rich and famous. And we shall take that bloody pump off because that annoys the crap out of me. We can close up, puppy. Alright, let's get the wings down. Yeah, I've got to admit the texturing on this sucker, and this isn't a review, but this thing is just absolutely stunning. God, it's cool. And like I said, it's just a thoroughbred. It's a corker. Even try to take off and land off that beastie. Alright, let's do it. Shit, I've still got chocks on this. Let's have a look, yeah. How do we get rid of those chocks? Load out. No. No. Chocks, no. Okay. Where's the chocks? That's better. Oh, that's good. You're sitting here forever. Alright, let's get her up in the air, eh? I feel like Pappy Boyington from Baba Black Sheep. Actually, that's a story I can tell. In the ongoing diaries of the Flying Lyre. And because this thing was so high off the ground, because, you know, hence the inverted wings, the inverted seagull wings, and to accommodate, I think it's an 1830 Pratt & Whitney hanging off this puppy. Or a Wright Cyclone? Pratt & Whitney. I'm going to go with the Wright Cyclone. It's the massive prop on this sucker, so it had to have the additional like longer olios on the legs, big inverted gull wings, etc. You know, you had to run it zigzag just to make sure that you kept her on the straight and narrow. Yeah, okay, the payware scenery is pretty damn cool. Picnic tables over there. By the look of it, are they trellises? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, picnic trellises. That's freaking cool. Like I said, once we're down, if we get down safely, we'll do it. Alright, so I've got some good news. I don't know if I told you, but I've got some good news for all of you to get your geek on right along with me. I do not have... You know what? I'm going to wait until I'm up in the air. There you go. I'm going to keep everybody in suspense because this is my idea of suspense. Cool. Just set the Unicom. Now, I don't think I've got any flaps. We should have hydraulics fully up. We're taking off on runway 4, and I'm going to give it 1. Actually, I might even give it 2 degrees. No. Alright, cool. We're going to pull up. Whoop. Oh, that's the whole thing. There we go. Even on the brake, she is wickedly sensitive. Okay, so holding on to the brakes, running up the throttle. What the hell am I there? Palm tree. Let's get this puppy closed. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. So we're going to gently give her the boot and work up the manifold pressure a bit. And there's a good deal of, I don't know how much truth or untruth there is about it, but you do have to ride the right rudder on this, and also you have to, they say be real gentle on the stick. So we're bringing her up till we hit about 40. And we're just going to ease off. Now you should lock the tail wheel on the real thing, but that is not the case here. And we're away. Alright, gear up. Going to bring the flaps up and back on the manifold pressure a bit. We're a comfortable 40 or so. We might have a blackout shortly. We've got a big storm coming over, so if you hear any extraneous noise plan, that's what it'll be. Okay, so the reason we're up in this thing is no real reason other than to have a look around the payware version of Catalina, which is pretty impressive, frankly. Have a squeeze down at Avalon, maybe get a low pass in. I don't know if I mentioned it. Last time I was up in the Corsair, I was embarrassed to admit that I was trying to show off in front of a mate and I took her in a loop-to-loop and I blew the donk. She's got massive oil stains right across the windscreen. It was not an elegant sight. So, what are they? Please tell me they're massive blades. Let's have a squeeze. So we're about 80%. Crazy. That's just crazy. Huh. Yeah, this thing howls. This thing's an utter corker. Let's hop outside, let's get it down low towards Avalon there. Keeping an eye on our speed. Okay. Bit of wind noise up. Trying to look for that perfect shot. There we go. Man, that's cool. Alright. So there's Avalon. Playground to the rich and famous, etc., etc. And our airport is somewhere back there. There we go, over yonder. So, the reason we're up, the reason I wanted this quick flight was to share the news with you. And the news is this. I don't have the Red Wings Connie or the Red Wings Canadair. I know they've both been released and I've kept an eye on the Constellation. I'd say the Connie is one of my favourite aircraft. It just blows me away for its elegance and just an amazing design all round. We have one here in Australia. It's at Shoalhaven, which is modelled as one of the handmade airports. When they did the Australia update, you can actually, I don't know if you can actually see the Connie in the Shoalhaven. Well, technically it's Albion Park Airport, but I should actually head up there one time. I think the YouTube content guy, Flying Frog, he might have explored that already. So maybe you might want to head on over to his website and see if they've got anything. But anyway, back to Red Wing. So Red Wing, the software crew, I was on their website. I don't know why. I was just having a look at maybe thinking about getting the Connie and just checking up on it. But I saw, and I'll share the link in the description, I saw that they're introducing, and I hope to God it's true, it'd be so cool if it was, MSFS1935. So they're doing a number of aircraft. I think they're doing the Latte Couer 28, maybe the Farm and Goliath, the Goliath, hopefully quite a few aircraft, which will be a bit unreal, frankly. Doing places like 1935 Heathrow and 1935 Tempelhof and no, it wasn't de Gaulle, I think it was Paris-Orly Airport, and a few others besides, hopefully, and a few in North Africa by the look of it. Now the website itself, it's a bit dodgy. It's got repeat text all over it and all the rest of it, but it does show a few, you know, in progress things. So if you're into that sort of weird stuff, then that might just tickle your fancy. If you're not, then why the bloody hell are you watching this? It's because that's the kind of crap I bang on about all the time. So let's take it back down. That's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to see if I could get this up in the air. I wanted to see if I could do a cold and dark on it, and I wanted to see if I could fly it without blowing it up. So I've done that. I did also want to share with you the news about the MSFS 1935. Man, this aircraft is unreal, absolutely unreal. Although maybe I'm a vampire. Can't see me in the shadow of the morning sun. So I think you can see me if we hop outside again. Yep, that's me in the corner, losing my religion. Right, let's go back in. Okay, so what's our speed at the moment? I am going to come back off. Yeah, okay. Give her a notch of flaps. Maybe give her 2 notches of flaps. And I want to keep her running low. So she's running dirty. We've got 2 stages of flaps, but because this is a hella short runway, I do want to make sure, and I don't want to run it over the ridge line in case we get blown about. So hopefully I won't stack it on the way in. If I do, that'll be a good laugh. But like I said, I've delivered unto thee the good news about MSFS 1935 from Red Wings. So hopefully you'll be just as excited as I am. Holding it off. Braking.
Now that's how you land an aircraft.
Oh, come on. No, it's really not. There we go. Is it really? Oh, murderous. You know what? I'm going to roll with that. Thanks for joining me, clan. That was madness. Goodbye, beautiful world. Have a great day.